My name is Kati. In the world of corporate chemistry, I am known for my cold efficiency as a manager at AHR. But deep within the marrow of my bones, I have always felt like a stranger to my own skin. For years, I was haunted by a phantom pain in my right foot, a sharp, stinging sensation that felt like a ghostly blade. Doctors called it stress. I knew it was a warning. Then came Jackson. He entered the office with the effortless grace of an aristocrat who had stepped out of a portrait. He was handsome, gentlemanly, and possessed eyes that seemed to have seen centuries. But when we locked eyes for the first time, his composure shattered. He gasped, his hands trembling as he clutched his briefcase. "How is this possible?" he breathed, his voice a ragged whisper. In that moment, he wasn't looking at a manager. He was looking at a ghost he had tried to bury 100 years ago. Driven by a throbbing pain in my right foot, a mark that shouldn't exist, I unearthed the truth. AHR chemicals sat upon the bones of the Vane estate. 100 years ago, Jackson Vane was a titan of high society, a man whose wealth was matched only by his depravity. He treated orphans like livestock, selecting those with doll-like features for his private table. I was his doll number 7. In a past life, I was kept in a state of forced preservation while he and his doctors harvested my vitality, piece by piece. The pain I felt now was the soul mark, a genetic memory of the first cut made in the 19th century. Jackson hadn't joined AHR for a career. He had tracked the scent of his favorite meal across time. Jackson vanished on a supposed sick leave, but I knew better. I discovered a package at the front desk, an ancient silver box containing a mummified bone, a human toe. My toe. Underneath was a note, "The flavor hasn't changed. I'm hosting a grand reopening at the estate tonight. Don't be late, you're the guest of honor." I didn't run. I went to the lab. I spent 6 hours synthesizing Catalyst X, a compound designed to react violently with the Vane family's specific biological signature. I injected it directly into the soul mark on my foot. When I arrived at the burning ruins of the Vane estate, the air was thick with the scent of wood smoke and old blood. Jackson was waiting, his eyes wild with anticipation. As his doctor approached me with a scalpel, I smiled. The moment the blade touched my skin, the Catalyst X ignited. My blood surged out, not red, but a glowing, acidic blue. Jackson screamed as the theft of 100 years began to undo itself. His handsome features cracked like a broken mask, his stolen vitality leaking out in a black, oily mist. The estate, built on the suffering of thousands of orphans, began to collapse into the earth. I did not grant him the mercy of the flames. I dragged his charred, broken husk to my apartment, into a room lined with lead and clinical-grade plastic. Using AHR's specialized stabilizers, I ensured his heart would continue to beat, even as his body failed. Now, he is my ultimate project. Every day, I administer Formula 109, which amplifies sensory perception by 400%. He is forced to relive every ounce of pain he inflicted on the innocent, but from their perspective. I regrow his tissue only to study its dissolution. I sit before his glass enclosure, enjoying my dinner in the silence of his trapped screams. The Vane Legacy has not ended. It has simply changed hands. The table is set, and Jackson Vane will remain the main course for a very, very long time.